Italian Football Podcast.
Right, to finish off with, we are going to do 10 funny things to expect this season in Serie A. Now, I just want to stress before we start that these are, we're not really expecting these to happen. Okay,
Yeah.
so if they don't
Unless
happen,
they already have happened.
I was going to say how it happens. So if they don't happen, don't start like clipping this up and saying, "Oh,
Yeah.
Carlo and Nima, look how stupid they are. They said this, and look what happened." Like we're just taking the piss a bit here. We're having a bit of a laugh. We're over exaggerating.
Yeah.
But at the same time, because it's Serie
Serie
A,
A.
because it's batshit crazy, and because like fiction is reality in Serie A, there is a very real chance that quite a few of these actually could happen or as
materialize,
already have happened. Right?
Yeah, or
so
in one case
we're gonna alternate here. Nibble's gonna start, but here we go. 10 funny things to expect in Serie A this season.
Antonio Conte saying he wasn't backed in the transfer window after getting knocked out of the Champions League in the group stages.
Well, I think that's a very real possibility. In fact, I think even if they win the Champions League, you'll probably say he wasn't backed in the transfer window. Right. Inter top the penalty table for a third year in a row, but Inter fans blame the referees for losing the Scudetto at home to Cremonese.
Oh dear!
I've started it, haven't I? Nibba's going to come back at me now twice.
Well, this is the part where the number 3 on the list. This already happened. Juventus fans and Juventus journalists crying on social media, blaming Marotta League and playing victims that they were set up in Plus Valenza gate because Inter sold Nicola Zalewski to Atalanta for 17 million. That already happened.
It did happen.
It's hilarious to me because people don't seem to understand that Zalewski was on an expiring contract in January, right? And he extended his contract so he could join Inter on loan, and Inter had to sign him for 6 million. That's what they did. So his real value is somewhere between 12 to 17 million. Yeah. But, so it's like, yeah. But I do firmly expect the Fondazione J'Identità Bianconera to file another frivolous lawsuit. And obviously that ending up in the bin is the second it's filed because, they want those 20 euro memberships to keep popping in to defend Juventus's honor, which is literally why they were founded. It's hilarious.
I've never even heard of them until you mentioned.
You have not heard of J'Identità Bianconera?
I hadn't. No, not until you introduced me to it. Anyway,
it's funny.
Another point of contention. Max Allegri sends Arden Yashari to Serie D to serve his apprenticeship with Milan Futuro.
And Carlo having a meltdown over it the following week, Monday. Oh,
wouldn't rule it out completely.
Come on. Oh my God. Number 5, a Serie A anti-racism campaign to explode spectacularly in the Serie A's face after another epic own goal.
No.
It's gonna happen. Don't call me gypsy, the chimpanzee thing. Like it's going to happen. The hashtag don't call Anne Frank in the Cagliari shirt. Yeah, it's going to happen. We know it's going to happen.
Yeah. I think there's a very good chance of that happening. Number 6. I mean, this has already happened.
I was going to say already.
For the last 5 years, Serie A fails to sell any TV rights in Africa or Asia.
Yeah. And speaking about that, number 7, the Americans are going to save us because that's the only market the Serie A care about. The Serie A will hire the Island Boys twins full-time to grow Calcio among the youth in America and Mexico.
Please, I don't want to see their faces, please.
Oh, dear.
Okay, right.
Number 8.
Let me brace myself for this one. Serie A announces to play 1 game a season in Israel.
Why not? Why wouldn't they do that? What could possibly go wrong there, right?
I wouldn't rule it out. Again,
I wouldn't rule it out either. I wouldn't rule it out either.
Australia, Ukraine, Gaza, Israel. I mean, everything's on the table.
Everything's on the table. Number 9, Liverpool tried to sign Alessandro Buongiorno in January, and Aurelio De Laurentiis loses it, insulting England and especially Liverpool, and ends his rant by attacking the Beatles, saying John Lennon and Paul McCartney stole all the songs from Renato Carosone.
That's brilliant. Brilliant. You know what that reminds me of? A great story, right? So this is going back about 10 or 15 years. And we were the cake shop. We went on a night out to a restaurant and they were having an Elvis night, right? There was an Elvis singer.
There must be video of this. There must be video of this.
I wish there was. This is probably over 15 years ago. And there was an Elvis singer, right? So he was singing all the Elvis's famous songs, dressed as Elvis. And one of the songs he was singing was Now or Never. You know the song, It's Now or Never, that one. So he's singing that. And while he's singing, the Elvis guy, you know, sometimes they put the mic in front of people's, you know, faces and they get them to sing a verse. And he put it in front of this guy, bless him, he's been gone for about 15 years now, Cesarino, who was this, you've seen some of the characters at my dad's cake shop. This guy was you've seen Spikey. He was 10 times Spikey. He was this little Italian guy. He was always drinking. He used to drink and drive when he was doing the deliveries. He used to sing, drink and drive. So he'd be driving around in the van. His van was going all over the place. He'd have his window wound down and he's singing while he's doing it. I mean, he was completely nuts, like an incredible character. Anyway, and so while the Elvis was singing, he put the thing there, and he said to him, he sung a verse of Sole Mio to it.
Sole Mio, yeah,
and the Elvis kind of goes, no, it's Now or Never, and Cesarino goes, no, it's Sole Mio. He goes, no, the song's Now or Never, and Cesarino goes, this song was Sole Mio. Elvis stole this song. It was Sole Mio. He stole it. Elvis stole this song.
Well, to be fair,
and literally the guy had to stop singing because he stood up and he went mad and he's shouting in front of everyone this song, and then you could hear it through the mic, and it was very, very funny because.
Well, to be fair to him, you know, it's not the first thing Elvis stole, so you know, I'm just saying.
No,
I'm just saying Elvis was not the first to sing like that or move like that on a stage. That's all I'm going to say. Look into your music history. No. That's all I'm going to say. It was actually a black woman who did it, but never mind.
Anyway. Oh, was it? What was their name?
Yeah. I can't remember. I watched the There's a really good documentary on the history.
They stole a lot of the music. It was like 1940s, 1930s.
Yeah,
kind of black.
I forget, and I'm really shit with names, as you know. But it was actually a woman who first on TV. And she did it just as Jailhouse Rock was coming out in the 60s. So 67, I think that her film was released, or her music was released and video, and then 68, I think Jailhouse Rock came out. Oh, I'm shit with names, so otherwise I would have said it. But yeah, not the first time Elvis stole something.
Yeah, no surprise there. And finally, number 10.
This is gonna happen.
This is gonna happen, definitely. This is definitely gonna happen. Italy failed to qualify for the World Cup again, and Gravina still keeps his job.
But Gattuso is sacked.
I mean, let's be honest. If there's one thing, as we finish this show, if there's one thing we can all pray together, let's all manifest it. Everybody that's listening and watching, please, Italy qualify for the World Cup. Please, I don't care what happens this season. Just let Italy qualify.
Yeah, please. Not in the 3 World Cups in a row is.
No. No. Definitely. Okay, so there we have it. 2 hours, 17 minutes. So it was even longer.
It's exactly as long as I expected it to be.
Yeah. But I mean, I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I think I really do think it's going to be a great season. I think it's going to be very enjoyable. I think there's lots of storylines. I think it's going to be a really excellent Scudetto race. And I think, top 4, relegation, we haven't even talked about the Champions League. We hope our teams can do well in the Champions League as well. I think
let's save that for the Mercato review when we do our final predictions and see.
We'll do a Champions League preview show as well.
I want to do like a proper European one, how they all do in Europe and all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, right. Let's leave it at that then. So we will be back next week on Monday for first weekend of the season review, which Nima's going to be doing with
Patrick Kendrick.
Patrick
He
Kendrick.
just confirmed. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to be doing it with
So
me
I'm
live.
not around, but I'm gonna try and do a reaction to I'm gonna try, not gonna promise, but I'm gonna try and do a reaction to one of the first games on from the Saturday night. There's games on Saturday night, isn't there? So I'm gonna try and do a reaction to one of those first Saturday night games on Sunday before I go away. I'm going away for a day. So we've
And
got
then
something
next
in there.
week, the Q&A you'll be doing with someone else.
Yeah, the next Q&A, because Nima's then away, he's moving. Nima's moving, and I'm going to be doing the Q&A with with another special guest, which I'm just finalising at the moment. So yeah, lots to look forward to. Thank you everybody that's been with us on the Italian
Buon campionato,
podcast.
buon campionato a tutti. Finally, the season is starting.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, thank you everyone. Until next time, ciao ciao.